Welcome back. Let's look at how AI can be an assistant when writing emails. So, emails is something we need to write quite frequently, and it's one of those places where AI can accelerate the process. Not too far back, it was common to send physical letters, and this is something that became a bit of a lost art. But there are ways for you to evoke that more like quality feeling with your emails. Because after it was digitalized, it became so much easier to send a digital letter, which we call an email. So it sort of lost quality but gained more quantity. So the most important thing is the headline. You definitively need to have something that grabs attention and just has to be opened. Open rate is viewed very carefully by Google. So it is super important. And of course, after they open, you need to make sure that you don't end up in any kind of a spam folder by making content that is relevant and evokes positive feelings. For writing emails, I definitively think one should use GPT-4 because it has these enhanced reasoning abilities. So there's some caveats. GPT still has a tendency to be verbose. It writes longer than it should, both when it comes to headlines and also the body text. There's been an increase in spam generated by GPT. It's safe to assume that OpenAI has changed GPT such that it will not do a good job when you just tell it to write an email. So it's important here to create the right context for GPT to make it helpful. Because if you just say write an email about me leaving or something like that, or wanting a raise, then it will not do a good job at all. Okay, so this is one way to make GPT a lot better. So let's go through the context I gave it. So I start the chat by saying, I need help to write emails that people want to read. I have some issues. I have some writing issues I am aware of, like being too verbose, not engaging enough, and I'm a bit geeky, so could come across as robotic. When helping me make sure we avoid this, do you understand your roles? Okay, I should have said our roles, but yeah. Okay, so this is not really me, right? I have found that GPT's primary aim is to be helpful. And when I contextualize these things as my issues, it will do a much better job to help me because these are my issues. If I instead said to GPT, you are so robotic and you can be very verbose, do not be that. It works as well, but I have found better results by doing this. But anyway, here GPT sort of it understands. So yeah, it writes, I understand. Writing engaging and concise emails that capture your audience interest without sounding robotic is a great goal. We'll focus on streamlining your message, making your tone more engaging, and adding a touch of personality to avoid sounding too technical. So yeah, let's try this. So what I did now is I opened another chat window where I get GPT to write an email. And in this chat, I didn't prompt GPT. Hence, it will do classical GPT things. The subject line will be long, as you can see. And yeah, it probably will be robotic. Let's check it. So, dear Mia, I hope this email finds you well. I'm thrilled to share with you the culmination of months of dedicated effort from our development team. Yeah, this is classic GPT. Long sentence. Yes. Okay. Interesting. So, let's copy this chat into this one. By the way, this was the back end of a course. So yeah, let's move it like this and paste it. Pair. What we will be? Yeah, let's call him Pair. Ulave. Okay, something like that. Okay. Let me just check before I send. Okay. So this email is not good. This was written by GPT. It's of course on a graded scale. It's like a DC, so it's not terrible. It's just that it's very very verbose. It's too technical and robotic. So let's see how it's now improved. So yeah, the first thing, the subject line, so we can compare it with this one. So here is the, so yeah, here we can compare them side by side. So side by side. So to the left, we have the improved version. And to the right, we have in like vintage classic GPT. So the subject line is way longer here. Here it is shorter. Introducing easy drag and drop money transfers. Exciting new feature launch. Simplify money transfer with drag and drop. Yeah, so it's way better, as you can see. Dermia, of course, that is standard beginning. I hope you're doing great. I hope this email finds you well. So you see that it's already way more engaging. I've got some exciting news that I'm eager to share with you. After months of hard work, our team is about to launch a game changer for Bigelow Bank's customers, a drag and drop feature for moving money between accounts. So yeah, this feature, yeah, here way longer description. This intuitive feature is designed to make the process of managing finances not just more user-friendly, but also engaging. By incorporating a drag and drop mechanism, we are removing the tediousness associated with traditional fund transfer methods. This feature is all about simplicity and fun. It does away with the hassle of typing out account numbers and navigating through endless confirmation screens. Now our customers can manage their finances by simply dragging money from one account to another, making digital banking a breeze. So yeah, it's way better, and way more likely to resonate with the CMO, as Chief Marketing Officer, because that is the context here. GPT just imagines an email sent from the Chief Technology Officer, Pierre, who works in Bigelow Bank, about this new feature they have worked on. So yeah, the point here is that this method works. So if you want to work with GPT to make engaging emails, this is the way to go. This is one method. I am working on a custom GPT for this, which basically does something along these lines, where I prompt GPT to be aware of my weaknesses, but these weaknesses are actually GPT's weaknesses. But because I recontextualize it all, GPT can do a very good job. So yeah, that's the thing. GPT is very robotic if you just tell it, write an email for me. I do not think this is because GPT is weak. It isn't about that. GPT is very powerful, but there's been an increase in spam. A lot of people have used GPT to write emails. I am absolutely certain that OpenAI have received pressure to change that. Hence, if you tell GPT, write an email for me, it will be robotic. But if you instead recontextualize the issue like I did, you flip it in helpful mode, it is helping you, and then it becomes a lot smarter. That's the thing. And this effect is also very, very real when it comes to telling GPT, write a blog for me or write a Facebook post for me. If you do that, GPT will do an inferior job, not because it is not good. It knows how to do it well, but it has been fine-tuned not to basically flood the world with AI content. So you need to recontextualize it to make it work. And we saw very clearly in this video how GPT did a much better job when it was recontextualized. Yeah. But yeah, this is a way to work with the GPT. There are, of course, also other ways. Yeah. I don't think you should just have GPT write everything, of course. Have it more as an assistant than as like the main writer of your emails, because unless you give it the necessary context, it doesn't know, right? Obviously. So just be aware that it will use the information it has. And if GPT did not intend the meetings, then that will be an issue in the email. And, you know, use this to get more, chill work life, but don't go like overboard and completely rely on GPT, of course. So find like the golden middle way that Aristotle talked about. But yeah, this method works. I'm working on some other things. As I said, there is a custom GPT that I am developing, which will do this without you having to write any kind of prompt for it. So it will be like an email master writer, essentially. When I am ready to release it, then you will be able to test it such that I can sort of see how it behaves when other people try it. But yeah, that one will be really, really good and will be able to just write emails really good, and also be really good at getting necessary information from you. So it will not just write an email where it just fills in the blanks randomly. Like if it's pretty clear to it that it needs more information, then it will ask you. And that, of course, will be very helpful for you, because you will then, after a few interactions with it, have an email that is ready to actually be sent. So yeah, that would be really cool. I think I will be able to make this within the month. So yeah, stay tuned for that. In the meantime, you can use this method. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see you in the next video.